So imagine like 50 little tiny Mexicans coming at you. What's up guys, it's Tony Snap, and today I'm going to be telling you some conspiracy theories, but the Mexican version, because me and my dad visited Mexico and it was lit but also not lit at the same time. And before you say anything about my hair being too long, I know it's too long, okay? I'm getting a haircut, but I'm filming this first, just in case the haircut's terrible. So, let's get on to the video. Number 1 is La Llorona. This is basically a woman who is wild because I have my phone, I have notes because I was literally writing this down as my father was telling me all of this. And La Llorona is basically a creepy woman who went to go wash her clothes in the middle of the night, and she took her children to play in the river with her, because in Mexico you wash your clothes in rivers, there ain't no washing machines. And so she took these kids to play in the river, and as she was washing her clothes, she wasn't paying attention, so she was doing her thing, trying to be a good mom. But unfortunately, her kids got swept away with the current, and they were never to be seen again. So the theory is that this woman, every night in Mexico, if you listen hard enough, right before you go to bed, you can hear her crying, and her cry says, "Ay mi hijos." Ay mis hijos, ay mis hijos, which basically means, oh my kids, oh my kids. She's just cannot stop missing her kids. She misses her kids, she just wants to see her kids. And if you hear her screams, the thing is, she'll kill you. She will literally kill you and take your kids if you have kids. My dad said he's heard stories that people have told him that they've seen her, and that they've somehow gotten away, and that her appearance is pale, so pale. You see me, how I'm kind of tan, opposite pale. And she'll she has this long black hair. She's pale, has long black hair, and she just wants to take your kids so she can have kids again, because she feels nothing. So if you're in Mexico and you're about to go to bed, try to close your ears, and if you hear "Ay mis hijos," tell that woman to post up, because you know. Conspiracy theory number 2 is the Nahuals. N-A-H-U-A-L-S, Nahuals. And these people are real life humans, and so basically these people, these Nahuals, they transform into they're like me right now, and then they'll transform into little creatures, little monsters, and they cut people's feet. My dad described it to me as, they cut off each toe individually, then cut off their feet, and then they run away, and that's their thing. That's all they do. And and you don't know if they're gonna get you until they get you. So again, if you're in Mexico and you see some sketchy people, just don't mess with them. My dad claims that where he lived there was 3 of these, a family of 3 of them, which is already weird because in Mexico, you know, the families are usually 20. My grandma had 16 kids. What's good? So it was a family of 3, and everyone in the town of my dad's town knew that they were Nahuals, so they didn't mess with them, they didn't, you know, it was not lit, they were not lit. But my dad said you could catch them with your shirt. I don't know what he meant by that, but if they do end up finding you, just take off your shirt and catch them real quick and make a YouTube video on a real one, because I would watch it. And how my dad found out about the 3 people that were Nahuals is, apparently in his town there was a man who was sleeping with one of the ladies that was a Nahual, and he woke up in the middle of the night and saw that she was a monster, and then flipped out and ran away. But he still has his feet, so my dad was he somehow caught them, so maybe he used their shirt. That's where he found out the shirt thing. But yeah, that's the story of the Nahuals. So keep watching for the 3rd conspiracy theory. Conspiracy theory number 3 is the Chaneques. So, what? Sorry about the yelling, that was literally my mom taking me to the doctor even though I'm 19. Don't roast me, don't at me. God, anyways, back to the conspiracy theory. The Chaneques. So these are basically a bunch of little tiny Mexican people, and you know how Mexicans already aren't that tall, I know everyone isn't that tall, but these people are under 3 feet, and they're born that way and they stay that way. They're not born 3 feet, they're born but once I hit 3 feet, that's it. Like, that's it. And basically, these are little tiny people that move in herds of like 50. So imagine like 50 little tiny Mexicans coming at you, and that they only, like, you only see them when you're alone. Like, they know, they're smart because they're little, they see everything and you can't see them. They only attack when you're alone. And my dad said that a bunch of people from where he's from, I should get my dad in this video, but a bunch of people in his town have like had kids, so you like taken by the chaneques and like never seen their bodies. So they target kids, they don't really target adults. So whenever your kid's out playing in Mexico and you don't find them, everyone in the town assumes that the chaneques got them. So those are 3 Mexican conspiracy theories. My dad gave me a list of like way more, so if you want to keep watching these, I'll make another one. Just let me know. I also have like more positive conspiracy theories. I just realized that these are all about like people killing you in Mexico. Mexico's safe if you go to like Cancun and whatnot, but where I went with my dad was super sketchy. Also, I forgot to tell y'all that when I went to Mexico, a bunch of crazy stuff happened, and we had to end up like fleeing Mexico at midnight, which could not have been more dangerous. It was like a 6-hour drive in the back of my uncle's 2001 like tiny pickup truck that only fit 3 people, and we transported like 10 people on that truck for 6 hours. So if you want to know why we had to flee, I will do a story time on that. So like the video and let me know in the comments if you want to watch that. If you like this video, show me some love. And thanks for watching, guys. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Check out my social medias below or in this fancy little card I made. I know, pro YouTuber. And bye-bye. Tú eres el imán y yo soy el metal. Me voy acercando y voy armando el plan. Solo con pensarlo se hace